Hello, and thanks for joining me. Well, this 1931 lathe I got, it's in fairly good shape, but it had some serious rust when I got it. And when I restored it and I was wire brushing gears, there was one gear in particular that was in really bad shape. It was badly rusted and pitted, and I've been using it like that for a while, but it's getting worse. So I'm going to replace that gear. But it's a 5/8 wide face, and you can't get a 16 pitch, 14.5 pressure angle gear with a 5/8 face. So I thought, well, I'll make my own. That didn't go too good. I think some of it's my lack of knowledge and inexperience cutting gears, but I think maybe I got a screwed up gear cutter. Anyway, let me show. What I'm going to do is use a 1/2 inch face gear instead of the 5/8, and it'll work fine. So I got to bore a gear and mount it to it like well, let me show you. Okay, here's the gear train, and this is the bad gear. And it's really good right there, but when you can see right there, I'm missing a lot of teeth. It works okay. It's starting to make some noise, and I just soon put a new gear in there. So here's one of the gears I made. This is the last one I made. And by every spec I've measured on it, it's the same gear, but it makes a racket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first gear I made, which looks just like this. I just went too deep on it. I'm going to cut it down and bore a gear that I bought to fit over the top of it. Okay, what I'm doing here is, and I don't know the correct way to do it, this is, to me, is the best way to do it. I got a 1/2 inch rod in my tailstock chuck, and it's going through the spindle. And I got my gear here slid over that rod, and I'm indicating it to the hub. Hopefully the hub and the gear are the same. I'm sure they probably are. There's some writing on there. I'm kind of avoiding that. But by doing it like this, there's less chance that the gear is cocked this way. So I think that's probably a pretty good way to do it. It's a good fit on the shaft, so it should be straight. I just got to finish up centering this. Well, I'm within about 1/2 thousandths. It's probably good enough. Okay. That looks good and straight. I gotta go to 9375, which is 15/16. Okay, I'm touching right there. Reset my dial. Okay, I need to go to 21875. Going about 20 thousandths at a time. Yeah, let's see what we got. $95 thousandths. 95. What do I need to be at? Okay, that's dead on. I like it. Now I got to bore that, not bore, turn this down so that slips over it. Had the wrong gear. I made two gears and forgot which was which. That shaft is a tight fit in there. I can probably just indicate the shaft. That's it. Got that pretty tight in there, so I should be able to turn that down to what I need there. And I've already got it marked 94 thousandths, and I put a mark on the bluing right there. So I need to turn that down to, I'm going to turn it down smooth and then turn it down to 9375. I always got to look at that because I can't remember. I'm going to take this fairly slow for two reasons. First, I don't want to break an insert. But second, I don't want to move that in the chuck. That was interesting. I just oiled my headstock spindle, the spindle bearings, and it got quieter. Apparently it was low on oil. It's 25, 35, 43, 943. 2 thousandths more. I'm going to go with a file. .38. That's a half thousandth over. What I'm going to do, I'm going to heat that up in the oven and put this in the freezer and flip it on there. Might press on anyway, but I haven't figured out how I'm going to, just a press fit might hold it, but probably is not a good idea. I'm thinking about, don't really have enough to pin it, and there's not enough to hold threads here. Thought about drilling a hole there and spot welding it. Don't really like that idea though. Mainly because I'm not a good welder. Tell you what, when that's up against there, it's going to be about the same diameter as that. I'll just spot weld the intersection there on both sides of it. That'll work. Okay, here goes. I was in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and this gear was in the oven at 475. Wow. I didn't expect that. Still kind of warm, but I'll bet that doesn't come off of there now. Put a little tape on there to protect the gear. Probably wasn't necessary. Oh yeah, it'll work. I think I like it. That wraps up this adventure in gears. I don't really like messing with gears too much. I wish they were quiet. Anyway, that ought to be good for another 100 years or 80 years or whatever it is. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and be sure and subscribe and ring that bell. Cool.